Bingo! Welcome in, everybody, to the finals. Welcome in, one and all. Everybody, we are live on Twitch. We are live on YouTube. We're even live on TikTok right now. It is time. We have been doing this bingo tournament for the last nearly 30 days. And today, it all comes to an end. The Minecraft March Madness bingo tournament has been such a fun time, and I am so excited that we are finally here now. It's a party, baby. I'll be your host for the evening. They call me Dewlan. Let's do it here. Ooh. That's the sound of victory, everybody. A big thank you to everyone who has shown up to these events, to everyone who has supported with channel points, who's checked out all of the different platforms. I also want to give a big shout out to our sponsor of this event, FASA Games. You guys, FASA Games is an amazing product that I highly recommend that you guys check out. For the third place prize, FASA Games will be rewarding each member of the team their choice of virtual products from their web store, which includes game books, comics, and much more. FASA Games has been around since the 80s, currently produces games such as Earthdawn, Aetherstream, and my personal favorite that I'm rocking right now on my medallion, 1879. It's been a great time. Check out FASAGames.com for more information. Thank you to FASA Games for sponsoring this event. It's time, folks. Let's get going with some bingo. It all boils down to this. Let's take a look at the bracket. First up, a team that needs no introduction, but I'll do one anyway. They were the victorious members of the party that won the first official Minecraft bingo tournament. They have made it all the way to the finals undefeated. Team Pogglewops! Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And then the contender, hailing from multiple countries. We've gone international now, baby. Losing in their first round and then clawing their way to the finals with only their grit and determination behind them. Team Coconut. Now, we did a poll over on the YouTube channel. What's that? You didn't know I had a YouTube channel? Oh, that's right. YouTube.com/Dewlan. Recommend you check it out. And we did a little poll on who we think is going to win. And as of right now, Team Coconut ahead by a couple votes. If you would like to vote on the poll, please consider checking out the YouTube channel, !YT, if you're watching on Twitch. If you're on TikTok, the link is in the bio. Let's get it going, baby. Oh, it's going to be such a fun time. I am so excited. Personally, I cannot... Well, this is just not the vibe. I cannot believe we're finally here, but we are going to be doing it. Shout out to Fenifith for putting together and helping with this event, the scheduling, and of course, the yet another bingo mod available on Modrinth. Let's go ahead and switch over to a little bit less seizure-inducing colors. We'll remove the shades, and we will meet our contestants. Let's first meet with Team Coconut. Hello, Team Coconut. How are you doing?
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, fine.
We're fine.
You guys, are you guys excited for this? This is, I mean, what an insane time it's been so far. Congratulations on making it this far.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much.
What are you guys most nervous about going into this? Is there certain items that you're hoping don't show up on the card? Or is it just about making sure that you can get the items that you need?
I think block-based items are the worst.
Yeah.
We are playing on extreme difficulty, so some of these items are going to be pretty difficult. But I have faith in you guys. Yeah. You lost the very first round and then just every single round after, clawed your way back to the finals. How does it feel to be in that situation?
It's crazy actually. We like in the first round we're so
We were not prepared for the first round.
Yeah, we weren't prepared.
There you go. So
I
it
mean,
was a
this time
fluke that
we
you
are
lost.
prepared.
I like that. Now, this is going to be a great time. We're going to go over the rules in the tournament lobby. If you would join us up there real quick.
Okay.
We'll be up there in a sec. And Team Pogglewops. Hello, everybody. Already up there at the cup. You guys seem very confident going into this. So, going into this, I mean, yeah, what more needs to be said? Going into this, you guys are undefeated. Are you confident that you're able to knock this off in one go? Because if you guys win the first round, the tournament is over.
I think we can.
All right, very intriguing, very intriguing. Now, Noctis, I was asking Team Coconut, are there any items that you as a team don't want to see on the card that you guys are a little scared of seeing?
I'd prefer not to answer that. Can't give away any
okay.
secret information.
Well, perfect. Well, then tell you what, let's go right into the rules for the finals. The rules have been the same. I just want to clarify so that there's no miscommunication, all right? Rules are very simple. Number 1, do not break any members, any opponent's beds. If you see a bed, don't break it, leave it. Number 2, do not lava trap a portal or try to grief an opponent. Bingo is all about skill in the items you can obtain, not who can kill the other team. However, number 3, if you see a yard sale, I mean, that's fair game. So make sure you keep those items. If you've gotten them and you don't think the other team has yet, get rid of it. Team Pogglewops, Team Coconut, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Well then, please
I'm ready.
pop into your voice
ready.
chats,
I'm ready.
and we'll begin in a second. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, team.
Fenifith, pleasure to see you. How are things going with you today?
They're getting great.
I agree. Things have been so exciting. Let me go ahead and start up a poll on Twitch even just to see how this is going to go for today. The winner of this gets to... it's gambling. It's gambling. Everyone loves gambling. So you have 10 minutes to vote for who you think is going to win on Twitch. The more channel points you wager, the more you have the chance to win. Fenifith, are you ready to get this finals started?
I sure am.
All right. Let's get it going then. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it, baby. All right. Starting off. All right. The finals are here. I want to remind everybody, this is a double elimination tournament. So, because Team Coconut has already lost once this round, if they lose again, that's the end of it. But Pogglewops going into this undefeated. So if they lose this first round, they get to try again here. Going off to the east after spectating Team Coconut with Nana, seeing a ruined portal off to the east. Let's take a look at the card real quick. Whoa! Now that is amazing. Fenifith, tell me about this new update you've added. I'm seeing a menu on the side of my screen.
Well, yeah, that's what you're seeing. It pretty much just has the list of previously obtained items for you to easily see.
In case you miss it in the chat, folks, or above the menus, it is now available here. What an amazing addition. Fenny, always improving this mod. Thank you so much. All right, Noctis, getting the stone necessary to get their tools furnace going. Kaiichi with a fletching table on top of some kelp with a crafting table. This is very unorthodox behavior. I'm loving this. With the boat and just abandoning it. Oh my goodness. Kaiichi off and about. Let's take a look though one more time at the card. Sorry, the new updates, they got me a little excited here. So, respawn anchor, going to be a difficult one. The purple candle, not very often these days you actually see wax happening and needing beehives within full card bingos. That used to be a staple with the old bingo mod. An enchanted golden sword, also quite difficult, and depending on the location, maybe even a bucket of pufferfish, but it seems like Noctis and Team Pogglewops is spawning on an incredibly small island, but surrounded by a lukewarm ocean, so the pufferfish could actually be quite simple for them. Let's check in now with Those Were the Days, aka Max. Very talented speedrunner. You can see there's a pufferfish to Max's left already, and he sees it, and he's attained it. One of the more difficult items to get for this round, and he's using Dolphin's Grace to propel himself forward. Those Were the Days is just an insane speedrunner that's been working on the with the PTA crew just to make things a little bit more fun. For sure, pushing everyone to do something. Blueberry Brown in the YouTube chat. How you doing, Blueberry? Welcome in. We've got some voting going on Twitch still. Team Pogglewops, 33,000 channel points have been bet for Team Pogglewops to win it all undefeated. Oh my goodness, that is an absurd amount of points. I cannot believe this. Max, finding a shipwreck. Let's transfer over now to Team Coconut. Sotuo, seeing, I believe, yes, an underwater cave right now. Kind of trying to traverse through it. Could be seeing a potential for mine shafts down here as well. Now, Fenny, if I were these teams, I want to get into the nether as soon as possible. And I know a lot of teams kind of forget this at the beginning, but there's a lot of factors that can stop them from fully getting a beehive. So they need to find a hive and get somebody on that as soon as possible, in my opinion. What are your thoughts?
That is absolutely true.
I've noticed recently
what's limited number of days.
Indeed. And not only
limit.
are there limited number of days, it seems to rain a lot more in these new updates, which also prevent bees from escaping their hives.
That is certainly true.
All right, Apo hanging out on the boat right now. You can see that map in there offhand. Now, is that the bingo map or is that a buried treasure? Oh, looks like Apo found Team Pogglewops' spawn. And so if Pogglewops isn't careful and they leave behind some materials, Team Coconut could actually nab some of them. And it looks like Apo may see the spawn. No, he just sees the shipwreck. Going in, though, it's probably going to be empty. I think team already got to it. Let's check and see these furnaces. If Noctis still at spawn, smelting up that glass as Apo sees. But of course, with griefing not being allowed, just heading out and about once again. Let's check back in now with let's go with Kaiichi, one half of the power couple. Fun fact, not siblings. With Koala. Thank you. Kaiichi headed to the south, it seems, just trying to get some materials together. There is a savanna biome here. Now, thankfully, not seeing any armadillo scutes on this one. That seems to be a big hang-up. And also, once again, for like the third or fourth time in the last couple of weeks, seeing the smallest savanna biome I've ever seen. I don't know what has changed with the algorithm, folks, but it is making small savannas. Sonim headed to the east, seeing another shipwreck over there as well. I'm just now noticing netherite scraps going to be a rough one as well. Can't believe you said that. Hey, man, I needed to double check, okay? There's no easy way to look at a couple and say, hey, just double check, and you guys aren't siblings, right? It's never not going to be awkward, so sometimes you just got to own it. All right. Sonim now finding a couple buried treasures as well. Checking back in now with Max, a.k.a. Those Were the Days. Finally on landfall, heading up north, smelting up some iron. Was that the sword right there, or oh my goodness, I can't believe that. This is so fast here. And we can actually check that. Kaiichi getting the iron sword, actually. Wow, what an amazing And Koala also with the minecart chest. Now, this is going very quickly here, but things will begin to slow down. Now, hopefully, Koala grabbing a bed. Seems like this tournament, people aren't grabbing beds for the full cards, which could definitely hinder them in the long run. What's up, Mighty Low? Welcome in. I love that badge that you've got. That's cool. Let's go ahead. I'm going to pop in with Pogglewops real quick and just kind of listen to what's going on with their team. Let's listen in.
Very good.
Okay, well, the flowers are good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then what is that? Gunpowder with paper?
Yeah.
Oh, I can
Looks like
do
they're going
that.
for that
No, I
firework
don't.
right now.
I don't know.
I need gunpowder.
I'm
Noctis saying they
dying.
have 50% of a 2-item crafting material. What's up, Infinity? Welcome in.
Do it.
And Blonde Skunk from the Afterlife SMP, fellas. From the Afterlife. Oh my gosh, the name. The username checks out. Okay, Sonam getting the pink tulip. Now, Pogglewops still in the lead with 14 items. Sonam getting both items, though. Seems like this team right now very locked in. Sonam finding a flower forest could be a phenomenal time to pivot for the beehive. Let's listen in with Team Coconut right now. What kind of communication do they have going on right now?
La soga, pero la soga esa.
All right, so if Sonam can find a bee, there's a bee right here. If they can find a beehive, I recommend Sonam keeps it locked down here until they get the wax for that candle, because that is going to be a huge pivot point for this team, is who can get the wax first. If it rains, if they run out of daylight, it's not going to be possible, and Team Pogglewops has the chance to go further up on top. Return to Sender is also on the list, folks. I didn't even notice this. Destroy a gas with the fireball, which in the recent updates has been incredibly difficult to do.
Vamos a sacar la vela.
Qué horrible.
All right, Nana looking down. They both have the pufferfish. They both have the tropical fish. They're going to need a lead as well, so they could wait for the very rare spawn of the Wandering Trader or find a slime. Those were the days. Just entered a trial chamber? Oh my gosh. Max beelining it for a trial chamber, probably trying to find a slime spawner to get that lead, if I were to guess. The only question now is, are they going to be able to? We've got a stray spawner here, an ominous vault. A very unlucky spawn for the hallway, only seeing one spawner in this hallway. Let's take a look around, see if there's any other spawners. No, these are just regular vaults. Let's stick with Max for a sec and see what he does. Looking around for chests. Oh, wow, the loot in these chests are insane. Let's check back in with Fenifit. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Those were the days, Fenny. Just beelining it for a trial chamber. I'm assuming that it's for slime to get that lead. What are your thoughts?
It does seem like possibly the best way to get that item at the moment.
I agree.
I do think it's also a way to get honeycomb, which could help them a lot at getting that purple candle.
Wait, you're so right. I forgot bees do spawn in the trial chamber. Correct me if I'm wrong. Can you re-dye candles? I don't believe you can, right?
No, but you can get the honeycomb item as some of the loot here.
Indeed. The honeycomb item. Max grabbing a bed. Dude, the movement on Those Were the Days is insane right now. This is the sign of a true speedrunner, Fenny. I am just blown away every time I get to watch Max perform in one of these.
Yeah, this is definitely a fun.
Wait, Max just passed regular candles. He broke. Grab the candles, Max. What are you doing? These are regular undyed candles, I do believe.
Boy. Did you already get them when I wasn't looking?
Maybe, but I mean, if the end of the day, if purple dye is what's stopping him, he's got a key! How does he find the trial chamber so fast? So they show up in the debug menu. Very similar to a Bastion, if you have the F3 +1, I believe it is, entity counter, you can look for, what is it, a trial spawner block? Is that what it is?
Yep, the vault blocks and
vault
the trial spawners also show up.
So if you reduce your render distance down very small and you are standing on top of one, it will show up in the bottom as like a block that's there. And so you know that because your render distance is so small, you can dig down from there. But Max, I mean, the efficiency here is absurd, and he's got a bed, so already rocking diamond armor as well because he's been raiding these chests. This has been quite the performance from Those Were the Days. Let's pivot now back to Team Coconut. Sotowo running along in the overworld, still looking around. Pogglewops in the lead by just a couple of items. One of these guys is going to have to get into the nether relatively soon here. Not seeing anyone getting that achievement quite yet, and oh my goodness, the amount of skeletons I'm seeing next to Sotowo is insane. But they are going to need to get those netherite scraps, the return to sender advancement, and some quartz. Obviously one a little bit easier than the other two. Sotowo, I mean, both movement of these teams is just insane. And it could really come down to luck here when it comes to the nether spawns, Fenny.
Yeah, that is definitely true. I think Coconut kind of getting an early start in the nether could be an advantage for them.
Speaking of which, Apo in the nether, running around, got a boat in their hands, so ready to clutch up if necessary. Seems like they're going northwest. There is a bastion to their west, which will help with the netherite scraps. It appears, I believe this is a stable. I believe this is a stable bastion, which can have nether wart in the middle. No, pardon me. No, that would be treasure. There is ancient debris in here. So if Apo can get to this center chest, get this ancient debris and smelt it, that's the netherite scrap right there. However, there are two pieces. Gonna have to make sure to dispose of them properly. Let's check back in with them and see. They're still headed the correct direction. Does he see the bastion out of the corner of his eye? It would appear he might. He is getting fast. Apo also collecting the quartz already. Oh yeah, beelining it towards this bastion. I also want to remind everybody that they can do /chords in order to mark down the coordinates in any particular area. Let me go ahead and make an announcement about that, actually. Announcement. Use /chords to mark down the coordinates of where you're standing. Oh, Max being shot by a stray, but honestly, knowing him, that might have been on purpose. Definitely not. Okay, so not on purpose. But he's got a bed, so that's nice at the very least. Checking in now with other members of Team Coconut. Nana on the water, still looking down. Not entirely sure what she's looking out for. Possibly ruined portal chests to get that enchanted gold sword. However, knowing Max, I mean, they're going to go straight for the enchanting route. So they might want to pick up the pace on that just a little bit. Sonim also on Team Coconut. I'm not seeing any player. It is now the first night. We are 15 minutes into the game. Nobody seems to be going for bees at this point in time. Nana maybe seeing some. Noctis not having any. Sotowo at a lava pit. Koala underwater. We know what Max is doing. Kaiichi finding some diamonds. Hey, that's exciting stuff. And then Sonim underwater. And Apo is in the nether, still trying to get into that bastion. Now, I want to remind everybody, if you're just tuning in, Apo needs netherite scraps, and there is ancient debris right here in that bottom chest, which they can smelt for netherite scraps. Noctis getting blown up by a creeper here. Not a great look for the undefeated champion of the first official Minecraft Bingo tournament. Apo finding a double chest. Was there scraps in there? I wasn't quick enough to see, but blocking off the area so no one can get in. Now, this is a very efficient use of the time. I'm not seeing any. Doesn't look like they got the scraps. Do they risk it for the biscuit to go down into the middle? I'm not entirely sure. Treasure Bastion. I believe this is stables. Is it treasure? It might be treasure. There is like an insane amount of gold at the bottom, so maybe it is treasure. I'm not as familiar with that. I thought that these indicated stable, but I guess I could be wrong. You know, I don't like to admit it. You know, it's not a good look for me being wrong, and it very rarely happens. I'm going to take a sip of soda. Anyway, following Sonim now back underwater. I'm curious. I want to check back in with Team Pogglewops. Let's listen in.
Stone is easy. The glowstone part of respawn anchor is easy. You just have to get the 6 crying obsidian, which you can get either from... Yeah, you can get that trading ruined portals, bastion loot.
I have a good amount of gold in me too, yeah. 4 gold. I can get more in the nether.
I have 1 gold. That's okay.
Koala looks like they're going for
Worst
the
case scenario, we mine the crying
enchanting
obsidian.
the actual sword using an enchanting table instead of trying to find one. Honestly, a much better
All
idea.
6?
Maybe. I don't know.
Looks like
I
Team
know I used
Coconut
to
still needing that glow squid. Blueberry pointing out that
And
yes,
it's a
Team
start.
Coconut does not yet have that
Yeah.
glow squid. Ink.
There's enough obsidian
This
there.
is interesting. Team Coconut kind of lacking in a couple of the easier items. That brown terracotta. Apo went
Well, push
right
comes to
past the
shove,
jungle, right
you
past the
mine out the
Pogglewops
corners of
spawn,
your
actually,
nether side
and
portal
looked at it,
and make the
saw
enchanting table
Noctis,
there.
and just kept on going. Apo just got returned to sender. Oh my
The
goodness.
ghast achievement also isn't too bad. You just have to find a ghast.
Yeah.
Does Apo have the scraps, though? Does Apo have the scrappo? He's getting out of there like he's El
I
Chapo.
don't have a bed. That's annoying.
And there you have it right there, folks. Koala realizing that she messed up and doesn't have a bed. That could spell disaster. Ooh, Kaiichi getting their first crying obsidian. They're mining it from the ruined portals. There's another one in the
That
corner.
is-
Does Kaiichi see it?
That is certainly an approach.
I cannot believe that. I was wondering why so many of them were going for diamonds. Originally, Fenny, I thought they were just trying to go for the enchanting table so that they could get the gold sword. But it seems like Kaiichi actually wanting to go the crying obsidian from the ruined portal route. And he sees the other one right there as well. Kaiichi at least grabbing a bed. Koala, I was listening in, not as lucky with remembering to do that. I cannot believe I'm checking in now with Those Were the Days. He's fully out of there. Has not made the purple candle. I don't think he grabbed a candle from the trial chamber.
That is a shame.
Wow. Now trying to cook a sheep so he can get a little bit of extra food as he heads throughout the rest of it. Maybe also grabbing another bed. I'm not entirely sure if he grabbed it from the trial chamber when he left. Doesn't seem like it had any slime spawners either in that trial chamber. Headed towards a meadow, though. One of these teams is going to need to either get on a bee nest or get back into that trial chamber ASAP. Nana's just taking a nice casual stride next to a beautiful waterside village. Oh my goodness. Now this is prime real estate right here. When the world floods, Fenny, this one house, I mean, it's going to be sitting high and dry. All right. Nana now. Okay, yep, Nana finding the enchanted gold sword in this ruined portal right here. That's one less thing that they have to do. And now Team Coconut's in the lead with 19 items. 3 lines scored total. Don't have some of the easier ones, though. They don't have the brown terracotta. They don't have that glow squid. This could come down to the wire. We're about 20 minutes in. Fenny, I still think that purple candle is probably going to give them more trouble than the netherite scraps. I don't know if that's a hot take or not.
Well, that certainly does seem to be the case.
Ooh, Sonim now also in a trial chamber. Seems like a trial chamber that leads into a dungeon. Now that's very impressive. Let's take a look around this trial chamber, see if Sonim can't get lucky with... There's a cave spider spawner, so they've got the string. Holy cow, what a massive mine shaft right below this trial chamber. Sonim dying, but placing the bed down right on time. Not seeing any slime spawners, though, as we're heading into this. I believe this is supposed to be guaranteed a breeze. That's another bogged spawner. seems to be very unlucky when it comes to the slime spawners, but hopefully Sonim at the very least. Somebody here picks up a candle. There's so many plain candles all along these trial chambers. Tragics, welcome in on YouTube. How you doing, my man? Welcome in. It may not have won the mob vote, but our crab is here, everybody. Sonim trying to get back to their yard sale. Nana, finding that enchanted golden sword, now just taking a casual stroll by that village. Hopefully they grabbed a bed. Noctis in a savannah now. Kind of going every which way. I can't entirely tell which direction Noctis is even trying to go. Pogglewops still not having too much luck when it comes to the nether. Let's check in now with each individual member of Pogglewops just to see if any of them are in the nether. Koala in a cave. Max walking around a forest. Oh, Kaiichi finding, I believe, the same bastion. Yes, this is the same bastion that Apo was in. But if I remember correctly, let's fly back down here and check the chests. Wait, Apo went back! Apo went back! He seized the ancient debris! If he can get both before Kaiichi gets into that bastion, what an upset. Finding 2 netherite scraps. There's enough for everybody, Apo. Oh, the humanity. Super close to picking up that ancient debris. We hear a ghast outside. Is Kaiichi fighting it? There's 2 ghasts on Kaiichi right now. Look at, dude, decked out in the gold, though. In the new updates, they have made it harder to hit projectiles back with weapons. It's not impossible, but it is significantly harder if you don't have a bow and arrow compared to former versions. Now, I'm not sure why they did this, but it's... Oh, wait. Oh, just barely misses it. Apo getting the iron pick. Let's check back in with Apo real quick. Did they get to the chest? Yes, they got to the chest. Say it ain't so. Apo maybe playing a little bit of the long con here. Magma cube spawner developing. They're leaving an ancient debris in the chest. They've made the respawn anchor, however. Does Apo know that you can smelt the ancient debris? Apo's in the fire! Oh my god! Oh, but he uses the respawn anchor! Genius! Kaiichi getting returned to sender just outside. Both teams now in the same bastion. Does Apo keep this ancient debris in the chest and give Kaiichi the chance to get to this bastion and also claim netherite scraps? This could be insane. Let's check in now with Kaiichi. Hanging out, trading with a piglin, trying to get the remaining bits of crying obsidian that he needs. Neither team still having that purple candle. I really want to check in with Sonim. Sonim getting out of that trial chamber. I don't know if they picked up a candle either. What is going on, Fenifith?
That is a good question. I don't think Sonim went anywhere in this trial chamber that would have been visible.
I think you're right. Well, no,
it's a very easy thing to miss.
Look on the ground.
Locked in.
Look on the ground here.
Ooh.
Some candles. Now, surely he didn't drop all of them, because you would think you would want to keep as many on you as possible. I wish so badly I could see what's in his inventory right now. This is killing me. Candles on the ground. Coconut got the netherite scraps. They are 4 items away. We are tied. Wait, we're not tied. Pardon me. Coconut in the lead by 1 item, by a respawn anchor. And then I guess... Oh, man. Yeah, okay. Team Pogglewops needing 5 items. Coconut needing only 4. If Sonim can get back up and has that candle and just needs purple dye... Apo dying here. Let's check in with Kaiichi. Now that I believe Apo ran out of respawn anchor uses. Let's see. Let's check in. Oh, Apo crashing, it seems. May not have died legitimately. Maybe have a little bit of lag or something. Let's check in now. Apo's back in the overworld. Oh, no. Okay, well, let's check in now with Kaiichi. What's up?
I do believe Coconut did get all of their nether items, so I don't think they really need to be in the nether at this point.
I think you're right. However, my big concern, and I'm gonna go over to this bastion right now to double check. When I left Apo, he had left. Yes, there is an ancient debris on the ground. But he doesn't know that Kaiichi has a diamond pickaxe with him. He could mine this ancient debris. There's an inventory view mod. I will remember that. Thank you, Jay. I will absolutely utilize that in the next tournament. There's an ancient debris up here, too. He doesn't even have to go all the way down to the middle. Oh, my goodness, Fenny. This bastion is just loaded with debris. Now, if Kaiichi... Okay, getting the enchanted sword from Koala. Did she enchant it? Yes, she actually crafted the enchanting table and made the sword. Very intriguing stuff. Now, if Kaiichi can get to that bastion, this could be... I mean, this is completely Coconut's fault if they lose it at this point, because Coconut should have just taken that debris with them. Sonim got the purple candle. Okay, that's right. They did get the candle. Now at this point, it's who messed up more. Did Apo mess up by not taking the debris, or did Max mess up by not grabbing a candle from the trial chamber? It might come down. I think it's going to come down to a lead. Team Coconut still not having any luck with that glow squid. Sodawo in a ruined portal as well. Next to the ocean, Sonim also at a ruined portal. Hey, how fun is that? And then Apo getting underwater once again, just trying to gear back up, it would seem.
The interesting thing to me is even that brown terracotta.
Have they not gotten it? You're right.
Both teams have seen jungle. And
Indeed.
I think Pogglewops, their spawn point was unlucky enough to not have any, either not have any beans in their tiny spawn island, or they picked them up before I saw them.
I think you may be onto something. However, with it being such a small island, Team Coconut did find that island, and if Pogglewops got to all the cocoa beans before Coconut could get there, that is actually an insane bit of luck there. Noctis barely going to miss the trial chamber. I'm not sure if they have subtitles on, but if they do, they may be able to detect that just off to the side is a trial chamber. Now, it seems like everybody's finally starting to use this debug menu. It seems like Noctis may be trying to correct the mistakes of Max with a huge trial chamber. I believe I see I've never seen this. This is a little mangrove tree within the trial spawner. The honeycomb is in this chest, though. So if at the very least, if they don't get to the candle, they can get the honeycomb itself. This is so intense. I cannot believe how close it is. Team Coconut just needs a lead, and a piece of brown terracotta. Pogglewops just needs a lead. Noctis mining the wrong way. Noctis mining too far down. They're currently underneath the trial chamber. Let's check in with the other members of Team Coconut. Koala also mining, trying to find a chamber. Max, I'm not entirely sure what Max is doing. Kaiichi, though, rowing their boat gently down the stream. Merrily. Bingo is my dream. Anyway, Team Coconut, Sodawo. Running also along the plains here with Sonim underwater, trying to find that glow squid. Trying to find maybe some terracotta. At this point, now they got to get a jungle. I think Apo realizing that maybe he should have paid a little bit more attention to those jungle biomes that they were next to near spawn. This is neck and neck. I want to remind everybody, if you're just tuning in, if Team Coconut wins this round, we go on to another round of bingo. But if Pogglewops wins this, that is the round. Let's check in now with Team Pogglewops. Noctis still trying to get to that trial chamber. They are just too far down. Just looking for a slime spawner. And, honestly, that's it. Just that slime spawner would really do it for them. There's a lot of cobwebs and various bits of string throughout the trial chamber. Also, I kind of forgot about this fact, Fenny. Powdered snow, also very prevalent in trial chambers.
That is true.
When people having a hard time with those powdered snow getting all bucket advancements, that's a great alternative. All right. The predictions have closed for Twitch. Let's take a look at what the final outcome was for people's gambling. Team Pogglewops 100% of the chat thinks Team Pogglewops is going to win this with 33,000 channel points on the line. If Team Coconut wins this, people could be looking at a very good payout. One person voting in favor of Team Coconut. Max digging straight down. Is he going to enter the trial chamber? He is. He's going to dig directly into it. Big question now, is Max going to be the one to find the slime spawner? That is really all that is standing in their way between victory here. If Team Pogglewops can do this, then they are going to take home the victory. Let's check in with Nana. Just kind of standing there. Sotuo digging down also. You know, back in my day, we would dig straight down praying for an ancient city, but I guess the new meta is all about trial chambers. Apo seeming to have some connection problems. Sonim also running around, presumably trying to find a jungle in the overworld. And Apo at the jungle. Okay. So Apo does remember the jungle, that this is where Team Pogglewops spawned. But Fenny, I think as you pointed out, all of the cocoa beans are gone. Team Pogglewops took every last one of the cocoa beans from their island.
Yes, those bean stealers.
Those bean stealers. Oh my goodness. I have not been this worried about bean stealers since someone tried to rob me of my new coffee order. Team Pogglewops saying, put the beans in the bag. Apo looking just heartbroken. I mean, look at that face. That is the face of someone in shock and awe. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. Wait, Apo pulling out a crafting table. Oh, just making some stone tools, I think. Yeah. Having to turn
the sad news that I have found is that there is another jungle nearby, but it is 1,200 blocks away.
Oh my goodness.
It is certainly going to be a guessing game of whether they find this or not.
Oh, wow. What direction is it in?
It is negative.
Ooh. All right. Sonim, also underground, escaping the trial chamber. I don't know if they... Wait, let's revisit the... Hello? What? Oh! If Sonim would have just kept digging down, he would have fallen into that trial chamber. Checking in here now. Oh, someone else has already been here. Very close quarters combat going on here between the final items. We are 34 minutes into this round here with only 3 items left on the card. 2 if you are counting unique ones. Team Coconut, very unfortunate here, but Noctis doing something similar with just mining over it. Let's check in now with Kaiichi. Kaiichi in a huge jungle in that negative. If only this were Team Coconut here instead, there may be a bit more of a chance. It's not seeming very good, though. This is incredibly close right now. I am on the edge of my seat. Oh, a jungle temple also in the area. Does that help? I don't believe so. There are, like, there's sticky pistons, but no slime, I believe, in these. Yeah, no, just... I'm sorry, can we revisit? Okay, very intriguing. Can you get slime balls from a vault? He seems to be unlocking these as he goes. Maybe he knows something I don't.
That is a good question. I do think one of the other ways to get slime balls here, other than finding a slime spawner, is starting a ominous.
You're right, and then the oozing
of these, and then you can find the potion of slime, which is totally not the right name for it, but I forget the middle one.
I believe it's oozing. If you refresh, the stream should be good now. Our dropped frames are back to 0. Hit refresh if you would.
This plan possibly being to ooze some slime.
Absolutely. All right, Sotuo also now in a trial chamber. It is just a rush for who can get to this lead. The terracotta is just a heartbreaking development here.
It does. I do see particles. coming off of Max. So it's possible that this process has already been underway.
Oh, for Max? All right, let's check in. Yes! Drinking that ominous potion now. That's exactly what he was doing. Who thinks about this stuff? Instead of looking for a swamp, he finds a trial chamber, beats the mobs, consumes an ominous potion to get mobs with the effect of oozing so that they can kill the slime and make a lead that way. This is why we play the game, folks. I don't know if Max has... Okay, Max's leather boots now breaking. I don't know if he has a bed anywhere. A huge risk for those were the days. Do any of them have the oozing enchantment? I believe oozing, more than likely, has green particles. Not seeing any of that here. I'm seeing a lot of particles, however. If they can make this work, it will be crazy. I feel like at this point, everybody seems to be going all in on this strategy. Coconut got the lead! Who was it? Was that Sonim? Sotuo. Sotuo got the lead. Let's check in with Team Coconut. Sotuo getting the heck out of there. Oh, yeah. Finally finding that slime spawner. It seems... Yeah, it doesn't look like they have an ominous vault active. I think they just got lucky with a slime, perhaps. I actually can't tell. Well, either way, Sotuo tying this up. Folks, they need a piece of brown terracotta to take this to sudden death. Brown terracotta. They are just as likely to find an underground trail ruin with brown terracotta in it right now as they are to get a jungle. Let's check in back with Apo, maybe getting a little bit closer now to some potential... Let's check this here. No jungle in sight for Apo, although a Pale Garden is in sight, which is an interesting one. Don't typically see a lot of those, especially one this big. Nana just in a flower forest seeing that lava. Sotuo on the hunt, Sonim on the hunt, and Apo on the hunt. It comes down to a jungle for this team. And then Team Pogglewops, they could put this away right now if Max can get a piece of slime from an oozing mob. Although not seeing any... Yeah, wow, not seeing any beds. I can't tell if Max is just... Wait, does he have the slime? I notice he's killing spiders now. Does he have the string? Okay, so there's the silverfish one, which of course is the infested potion enchantment. There's just a lot going on in Max's trial chamber right now. Fenny, this is down to the wire. What a nail-biting finish. Max now seeing a lot of different infested enchantments, not seeing any oozing. Checking back in with Team Coconut. Are any of them still in a trial chamber? I suppose none of them need to be in it now. Maybe they could find a little jungle tree in there. I'm not entirely sure what the logic of that is. That kind of looks like a heart, just like you should like this stream on YouTube, please. Thank you. Have a good one. Savannah villages can also have brown terracotta, says Kazbak. Now, we do know that we've already ran into some Savannah villages. I do believe it was Team Pogglewops, though, that was seeing it. Let's check in with Koala. Speaking of Savannah. Okay, so this is a plains village right here. Let's fly off into the distance for a second, just see if we can't find a Savannah village and double check this theory, because I think Kazbak is onto something right now. No Savannah. Oh, there's a Savannah village right here. We're seeing yellow terracotta. A lot of yellow terracotta. Orange terracotta. It doesn't seem like... If it is true, this particular village doesn't have it. But it would make sense. It definitely fits with the color palette. Now, this is going to be very intriguing indeed. Checking back in with Noctis. Been a minute. Still... I can't tell if they've found the trial chamber or not. Or if they're still just mining all sorts of around it. Oh, this is heartbreaking to see. So let's follow the path, shall we, of Noctis. So Noctis dug down, went under the trial chamber, went up and over into this cave, went down, I presume, went around here. And then where are they now? Oh, wait, if they followed this cave, they would have at least found it. Nope, Noctis just getting in to the trial chamber. How frustrating must that be for Noctis to finally get it? What an insane... Wow, just an insane path to get there. So now can Noctis get the slime before Max can? At this point, let's see if they can put this to bed. Max, still not getting any luck with the oozing. Seems like they've got... I don't even know what the blue particles are. I'm not sure. If the coconut wins and I win the prediction with only 10 points bet. Well, there you go. Wait, yellow. Is yellow oozing? I forget if yellow is oozing. I feel like green should be oozing. But I'm not entirely sure. Okay, Max. Max using wind charges to launch himself 8 blocks in the sky. All right, Apo still on the water. Sonim tree hopping. Sotuo in a savanna biome. And Nana also on the water, seeing a shipwreck right there as well. Moving back with Team Pogglewops now. Let's actually listen into them and see what's going through their head.
Spiders.
Benefit saying Sona may be approaching a jungle.
Cherry biome. Okay, I'm going down.
Let's check in with Sonim.
Just meadow.
Yes! Look at that!
Still playing.
Oh my gosh. Getting so far away from everything else, they somehow stumble into... Whoa. What is... Huh? I sure hope there's more to this than... Oh, okay, yeah, there's some more down here. What a very intriguing assortment of biomes right here. A pale garden next to just a strip of jungle.
It's going to be interesting. I did just see them run right away from the first beam that I saw, but they did pick one up.
Oh, there you go. All right, perfect. Maybe now they're trying to beeline it towards some water. I wonder if they picked up any terracotta on the way. They don't even have a furnace. Sonim's seeing those wooden tools out.
That is a good question, but if they are making a furnace, that might mean that they already have clay.
Yes, I think you might be onto something with that. Yes, okay, so the oozing effect is green particles, so not seeing any of that. Okay, let's check in. Is he making a furnace? I don't know. The suspense is killing me. Aaron, thank you for the roses on TikTok. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, Sonim off on the run again. I don't think they picked up any clay. Although they are headed straight for a body of water, so I think they might be in the clear. The only question is now, does Max or Noctis... Wait, no, Max isn't even in a trial chamber. Max gave up. Koala, underwater. Noctis! Noctis has slime! Noctis has slime!
Boy. This is down to the second.
If this goes down because Team Coconut didn't pick up a piece of clay on the way over to this jungle, Team Coconut! Team Coconut did it! Oh my god! Folks, we are going to the final round! Team Coconut, Pogglewops staring at the slime that they need for the victory. The slime ball is on the ground! Oh my god, I cannot believe what I've just witnessed. Despite all odds, the upset of the century, Team Coconut, a team that nobody in the Twitch chat believed in, is going to the final round. No way! That is insane, Fenny. What a game. Well, congratulations to the 2 people that voted for Team Coconut and to the people who bet 33,000 channel points. I'm so sorry. Andrew, thank you for the resub, for the prime. 35 months. Tech to speech. What have you to say for yourself?
I believed in them.
I believe it. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I mean, we got to go interview them now. This is I can't believe this. I am in shock and awe. Team Coconut, what the heck happened? That's insane.
Ooh, that's great.
Sonim, we saw you approach that jungle. What was going through your head at the end there? Tell me your thought process.
I was the one who got the...
Is it Sotuo?
Yeah, Sotuo.
Sotuo,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. So you approach a jungle, right? And then I don't think... Did you have any terracotta with you?
I had the clay, but I had to smelt, and but I was so excited.
Wow. Now, I don't mean to stress you guys out, but as you were doing that, I teleported to the trial chamber where the other team was, and they had slime on the ground. There was a slime ball on the ground.
Really?
They were headed to pick it up,
Oh my god.
and you guys made the terracotta before they got to it. Literally down to the last second. You guys are going to the final
God.
round.
Oh.
The big question now,
crazy.
can you pull it off again?
We'll do it.
Well,
We can.
we can do it.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
we
hard to not have faith in you after a performance like that. Team Coconut, congratulations. We'll be started with the next round very soon.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Dewlan.
Well.
What? Is there a well
A
somewhere?
tale as old as time. A team undefeated for the entire tournament. And then in the finals, losing it. It's a familiar story, wouldn't you agree, Noctis?
I mean, yes, but you know, can't let old times die.
I'm looking over here at the Discord labeled Bingo Tourney Champion #1, and I'm seeing Noctis as one of the names on there. And I feel like a very similar story happened. You were on the other end of it. Now, okay, Noctis, let me walk you through what me and Fenifith are seeing on our end, okay? We are teleporting between you and Sotuo. Sotuo is in a jungle collecting cocoa beans and running towards a river to get clay. And then I teleport to you, and I see not only have you killed a slime, the slime ball is on the ground. This is a game that went down literally to the last second. What was going through your head at the end there?
Hurry up and find a spider.
You didn't have the string.
No, I died. Could not find my garage sale. Started hunting for chamber anyways.
Gotcha. Oh, sorry, Noctis. I think you're on the wrong trophy. Here, there you go.
No, not yet.
Wow. Koala, Kaiichi. Okay, you know what? No, I want to talk to Kaiichi now. Where are they? Where are they? I want to look into my eyes. Nothing but my eyes. Are you the one that's trapped in there?
Just
No,
bring
that's
them up
Koala.
here, honestly.
No, I'm trapped. Can someone kill me?
Yeah, don't worry. Here, no, here, Kaiichi, if you would please be so kind as to step into my interview. Oh, you're dead. Okay. That's cool. Here, hi, Kaiichi. Now, you and Apo from Team Coconut were you were consistently in the same bastion. You two were in the same bastion for that entire time. I missed the netherite scrap. How did you get that?
Oh, I didn't get that. That was Max.
Max got the netherite scrap, really?
Yeah, I didn't do anything else. I just got every other netherite.
That's insane, because when Apo died in the Bastion, there were 2 pieces of ancient debris. He placed one down as to be like, haha, you can't mine this. And then I teleported to you and you had a diamond pick in your hand. And I was thinking, how funny would this be? And it didn't even matter in the long run, huh?
No, it didn't.
Wow. Wow. And then Koala, you were underground for a large portion of that, not seeming to have too much luck with the trial chambers. Is there anything that you're going to plan to change going into this next round to maybe make that a little easier for you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna look for trial chambers.
It's all about divide and conquer. Now, Max, did you get the purple candle?
Yeah, I had it in my inventory for that time.
Okay, I was wondering about that because you were walking past so many regular candles in that trial chamber, and I was like, surely he knows, right? But the item just wasn't happening.
Yeah, he had one for pretty much the entire game and just didn't bother to craft it.
Wow. Now that's the energy that we need headed into this final round. Oh, Fenifith photo. Ooh. Heck yeah, there you go. Oh, Dewlan photo. Oh, hey. Oh, ew. No, let's Let's get those guys out of the shot here. Let's get that March Madness in the background. Ew, get those peeps out the shot. There we go. Oh, I see Koala. I see you back there.
Go on, photobomb. Photobomb.
All right. Wow. An amazing time to be sure. Are you guys ready for the next round?
Yeah, we're ready to win.
All right. Want to remind everybody you can use /chords to mark down your location at any given time. I forgot to mention that as well on top of the rules. I know some people that just downloaded the mod may not know that. Team Pogglewops, good luck.
Bye.
Is the next round now? It sure is. And it is the final round. Let's start this prediction. Team Coconut, Team Pogglewops, if you would like to participate, vote on Twitch. This is the final round. The winner of this gets their custom bingo tournament merch mailed to them wherever they may be in the world. It's gonna be a great time. We're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited. And then second place will be getting either some PTA merch or some 3-Line King merch, to be determined which. And then third place goes to our sponsor, FASA Games, who will be giving third place, which I believe is Team Afterlife. Shout out to Team Afterlife in the chat. Their choice of virtual products from their stores. Let's get this going. Fenny, are you ready for the final round of Minecraft Bingo?
I sure am.
Let's do it. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it going, baby. All right, we're starting out over an ocean shipwreck to our north. Team Pogglewops in a village to start. What an insane beginning for them. Now, that's incredibly lucky. Team Coconut, not as lucky. It's not a horrible spawn, but oh, there's the dreaded snow to the south. Now, snow biomes in Bingo have been notorious for just going on and on. So if they take the risk of going south, they may never get out of those snow biomes. Let's take a look at the card here. We've got some terracotta, gold armor, specifically a light gray bed, soul lantern, glazed terracotta, stonecutter bow, some diamond armor, chiseled nether bricks, rabbit, block of diamond. There's the armadillo scoot. Specifically a field masoned banner pattern. Now, I want to remind everybody that they can click the banner pattern and see that it is a piece of paper and a brick in a regular crafting table. You also have the ability, maybe I should make an announcement that the wiki is fair game. You can look something up on the wiki to see if it's possible. You can look up loot tables. You can look up, how to craft something if you don't have the mod pack installed. Coconut learning their lessons and not skimping out on the easy items to start with. Definitely seeing those easier blocks to obtain. Pogglewops getting the terracotta as well. I assume they're probably going to smelt it now and get going with that. Team Coconut. Okay, just east of a village. Pretty small one, though. Hopefully they get some beds, some food. But there is a lava pool, Fenny, right next to this village. What an insane setup to get into the nether early.
It was definitely the best spawn you could get.
Exactly. Let's see. What are going to be the difficult ones here? Of course, the armadillo scoot, the axolotl, which can be deceptively difficult sometimes. And then honestly,
that disc fragment might be one of the most challenging ones in the card.
I think you're right. And then that Heart of the Sea right next to it, disc fragment. So now we are transitioning from needing that trial chamber to needing an ancient city once again. Let's just go straight underground real quick here. Double check what's going on. There's a trial chamber directly underneath this village for Team Coconut. Oh my goodness. All right. Checking back in now. Yeah, another trial chamber and a mine shaft. They seem so prominent, but I guess it's just because I've been spending so much time in spectator mode. Nana starting to get some tools together. Now here's all this terracotta that they needed last round. Checking out now with Sonim. 2 crafting tables right next to each other. I love that. Already getting underground quickly. Checking in. I want to see what Koala is up to. Okay, getting into the water early on. Nana getting that stone cutter as well. Oh my god, I just noticed there's 12 blaze rods. Please, please put me out of my misery. I feel sorry for the sap that's got to go for that one. Honestly, I'd rather put me in a disc fragment. Now, here's to hoping, Fenny, that both of these teams... Okay, I see Team Coconut has the banner pattern done. That is what was concerning me the most because they don't play bingo as often as Team Pogglewops does, so I'm glad that they were able to figure that one out. Ooh, and they got the raw rabbit immediately. Apo on a tear right now. Oh, but Max answering immediately back with a rabbit of their own. Okay, we're seeing some abandoned mine shafts here. A lush cave to the east. Are there any... Okay, so personally... This is personal preference, but if I am looking for a lush cave, Fenny, I like to go to a taiga because the azalea leaves are so different color-wise to the spruce leaves, and they really stand out.
Yeah, it is a good question of what the best place to find them.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't think that is the question. Of course, everybody knows if you want a lush cave guaranteed, you go to a jungle because everybody knows there is a lush cave underneath every jungle. This is a fact of life.
Of course.
It's like death and taxes. Checking in now with Those Were the Days. Still hanging out in, I believe... Oh, no, this may be a completely different village. 22 hay bales is the magical number if you want a stack of bread. Those Were the Days also going for that iron golem right now. Get that pickaxe early. Start mining those diamonds. Maybe that's what Sonim is up to on Team Coconut, I'm wondering here. Yep, already going for those diamonds. If they make the block first and then uncraft them, they can get 2 items for the price of 1. By getting the diamond block, uncrafting it back into the diamonds, and then making those leggings. Because thankfully, the bingo tournament is not set to remove the item from your inventory once you achieve it, which is something Fenifith has designed because he hates it when I have a good time.
As with all of the new bingo features that I add.
Speaking of new bingo features, got some very exciting things coming up. I have been told. Soduo getting a Heart of the Sea from a buried treasure chest. Already back out on it. This is how you know these are high-level bingo players, Fenifith. I mean, look at the amount of items that have been gotten on this card. We're only 6 minutes into the round, and Coconut already scoring 12 items out of the 25. We're almost halfway there. And there it is. We're over the halfway point right now. Team Coconut scoring their first line because, of course, you can never forget about the diagonals. Check in now with Apo. Swimming underwater. Not needing a glow squid this time at the very least, which is very grateful. What do you think they're going for here? Maybe looking for a lush cave entrance, or just... Oh, maybe just trying to get some iron. Noctis getting that salmon in a bucket. Pogglewops almost got their first line. Still haven't gotten that field masonry banner pattern. Hopefully they don't get underground and then at the last minute realize they need bricks. Oh, did Noctis mess up their portal? No, they did pretty good here. Just begging for a little bit of... Dude, this is insane. I mean, the lead is just exchanging back and forth and back and forth. It literally just went coconut to Pogglewops to coconut in the matter of 3 seconds. They are neck and neck. What an amazingly lined up group we have here. The camaraderie between these two groups is just really something special. Koala actually using the time to craft a blast furnace because of the amount of ores that she needed to smelt. That is very interesting, to say the least. That's not something you typically see. Over to Kaiichi now. Not using the bingo mod, so can't click on the field masonry banner pattern to know how to craft it. Hopefully this doesn't come back to bite them. All right, Sonam now getting that. Okay, Sonam got the diamond block and the leggings. Love to see it now. The big thing for me is going to be those disc fragments, that axolotl, and yes, those blaze rods. Oh my goodness, how I hate collecting blaze rods. It might be a good idea to add JEI to the mod pack. I believe it is. That's what happens when you click on it.
Yep. Well, it's actually REI and not
REI.
JEI because there are too many. There's also one named EMI as well, but all of them do the exact same thing.
Hey, as long as you don't download TMI, am I right? Oh, Kaiichi now going onto the water. Checking in now with Team Coconut. Apo also in the one. I'm sorry. I tried to breeze past it like I didn't say it, and I couldn't hold it in. I'm sorry. Apo headed towards my favorite game, Beach or Desert, and it looks like, that's right, you lose every time. It's a beach. Let's check in now with the predictions as they have closed officially now, 10 minutes into the round. Now, this is a switch up, Fenny. We had 100% people going for Team Pogglewops last round. They're at 9% of the vote this time around. Team Coconut seeing 8.7 thousand channel points, 91% support. With only 2 people voting for each. So very, very interesting in that regard. Keeping it breezy. How you doing? Welcome in. Nice to see ya. Welcome to the Minecraft March Madness Bingo Tournament. We are in the final round. This has been an intense game so far. All right, checking in now. Let's see. Who was that? Sonam getting the bow. Sonam is just on a tear right now, getting all of the diamonds, the bow. I mean, at this point, could he find an ancient city? Who's to say? Let's check in now.
Andando,
All right, Apo in that shipwreck now.
tengo iron,
useful?
creo. Podrían
A lot
ahorita,
of
pero
iron,
es que
even
no
a
vamos a morir.
diamond. How exciting for them. They do need fishy business.
No sé para qué quiero un
They
definitive.
need to catch a fish still. Honestly, the nether, pretty easy in this. Okay, Noctis.
No.
Noctis heading into the nether. Let's check in with Pogglewops now.
Here, wonderful.
Okay.
Not yet, no.
I don't think I can go back to my stuff, so I'm just gonna move on.
Let's go ahead and get the chiseled nether brick.
I believe Max is also streaming right now,
What?
although not showing up, so
Alright.
that's a shame.
I like how
Mine
we're
just reminded
on
me
the
it was
same
finals.
seed.
Oh, that's very sweet. Well, welcome in. So happy that you're here. Now, I do
Or we
believe you
wanted
can
to
find... Yes,
split
there you
up.
go. The red. So Pogglewops has the crimson roots. Oh,
what
they're
direction are you
going to
going to be
need the
going in?
breeze, the blaze rods. Oh, this is not going to be a good time for them. If I were Team Pogglewops, if I were on Team Pogglewops, I'm saying you got to
There's
find somebody
that.
else to do
Wonderful.
this. We will spend the rest of this happening. Pogglewops getting the chiseled nether brick as well. That's a very close game here. Coconut, though, still technically in the lead. Let's check in with Sotowo, who is burning cows alive to cook
I got
up
so
some
unlucky
steak. You
'cause
love
I
to see that.
just-
Whoa!
I
Whoa, whoa,
mined
whoa,
down
whoa,
and I fell into a.
Excuse me, Nana. Whoa! Nana just got the armadillo scoot. This looks like a duck. I like that. Anyway, Nana getting the armadillo scoot. That is one of the more difficult items that is very RNG based. Let's check in with Pogglewops, see if any of them are even near a savanna biome right now. That's what? How are you? Why are you? Huh? Why are you here? Those were the days hanging out in a bastion to get string for a bow? I don't know. Ooh, those were the days taking a couple big hits there. I'm not entirely sure why they're in a bastion right now. Surely somebody from Pogglewops knows how to make this brick field masonry pattern. It's a banner pattern. I hope they don't think it's like an armor trim or something. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. This is weird. This is strange for me. Oh my god, Kaiichi in a lush cave. And also on their way to getting the diamond blocks, getting the cutest predator. Coconut doesn't have that one yet. Just at the bastion to live up the name. Honestly, I agree. When you are named after an achievement, I feel like it's all for the love of the game. Kaiichi maybe getting enough diamonds yet? I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully, pretty soon though, going to be seeing that happening. Pretty open cave here with a lot of exposed ore. I'm so confused at why Max is at a bastion. Koala's hanging out in a village. Max just got a bow. He got string from a piglin? He got string from a piglin trade. And then made a bow. And then boat clutches into... What is this guy's problem? What? I'm insulted just watching this. I gotta get out of here. Team Coconut, Sonim, give me some sanity. Okay, well, he's also burning mobs alive. He's been doing that for a while. Okay, let's check in on Apo is what I meant to say. Apo hanging out. I thought that was an armadillo scoot at first. That is some raw chicken. Okay, Kaiichi got the block of diamond, and then okay, there you go. They are now tied up after getting... Okay, so Pogglewops has the axolotl, but Coconut has the banner pattern. One is significantly easier to get than the other. So the fact that Pogglewops hasn't gotten this banner pattern yet, I'm a little concerned that they're not going to remember how to make it. They could Google it if they wanted to, but I don't think they're gonna. Fenny, I'm not gonna lie, the fact that Team Pogglewops hasn't made this banner pattern yet is kind of concerning me a little bit.
That is certainly true. I do think they've certainly played enough of this game to probably know
Absolutely
how to craft it and how to look that up. But it's possible they might just be putting it off at this point.
It's entirely possible. Noctis just getting the Soul Lantern. They are now officially in the lead. We are only 15 minutes into this game, and they only need 4 items left to complete this card. Yeah, no, I know that Team Afterlife very familiar with the masonry, with the field mason banner pattern. Very familiar. Back in my day, you would just put a brick in a crafting table with a banner, and it just would do that. I love banners so much, dude. What a fun time that is. I wish I was better at them. Team Coconut, checking in now. Let's start with Nana, actually. Running alongside of Savannah. Getting that armadillo scoot was such a huge up for them, Fenny. This is This could be the tide turning event, was Nana finding the savanna biome.
It's definitely possible.
Sotowo getting out of the nether or going in? I think they're... I can't tell. Are they going into the nether? Oh, yeah, I think they're... Okay. Doing a hunger reset. Hopefully they actually set their spawn. I've definitely done this before. You got some armor on or something? Why does it take me so long to die? There you go. Okay. Okay, they did respawn in the right place. Okay. Doing a bit of a hunger reset, I assume, before going into the nether, because both teams still need those 12 blaze rods. And let me tell you, that is not a fun one to focus on. I wonder if any of them are currently on their way towards an ancient city right now. Let's take a look here. No, a couple teammates still in the nether. What about the Pogglewops team? Noctis in the nether. Koala underwater. Max in the nether, and Kaiichi also in the water, but nobody finding an ancient city quite yet. Team Coconut still needs that axolotl, and wow, let me tell you, the amount of azalea. Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 azalea trees in just this area alone. Apo getting that cross section of lines as well. What crazy terrain. This is like a flooded beach. Okay, there it is. There it is. Oh, thank goodness. Koala remembered how to make it. Okay, we are... Pogglewops could very well put this thing to bed right now. Whoever wins this round wins the tournament. And it seems like the tide has turned for Pogglewops as far as the court of public opinion, because now people are voting for Team Coconut. I can't believe this right now. This has just been back and forth and back and forth.
Hi, Dewlan.
I didn't. Okay.
Okay.
It's at the courts.
This is incredibly close. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now, folks. Team Coconut just needs an axolotl and a soul lantern to tie up. I'm shocked that Apo... Okay, no, there it is. Yeah,
If
Apo...
anybody asks, I didn't
issues.
say nothing. Exactly.
Oh, it's daytime. I love daytime.
Fair.
Those were the days.
Those were the days.
All right, Max finding a fortress now. Question is, can he capitalize on this? If anybody can, it's Max. I'm curious how Max tackles a blaze spawner. Maybe I could learn a thing or two.
Alright, going east-ish. Mostly east.
Okay, there's the spawner there. Let's see how Max tackles this.
Pillager outpost.
I'm just gonna go towards the savannah courts.
Well, yeah, I do need to keep an eye out for chickens.
Just
my rendered
no
distance
remorse.
is at 5.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, koala. Right in front of Dewlan?
Frankly embarrassing.
See?
All right, Max now
Guys,
mining out
gotta
the
go
bottom row
forward.
of the
We're
spawner
It's
here.
like,
winning
dang,
this.
it's so foggy out here.
We're not winning this. That's
Not just saying they're not
glacier
winning
over
this.
there.
Clip it, clip it, clip it, clip it. Ooh, a ghast now approaching Max as he tries to clear out some space. Very curious how he's going to go about this, because 12 blaze rods is just absurd.
Certainly a number.
It is a lot. However, with this shield, definitely seem to have also very great drop chances with Max right now. I've seen maybe 2 or 3 rods already. All right, Max falling down, and Oh, intentionally falling down to trap a piglet. Why is he trading with this piglet still? I'm so confused. Does he... Maybe he's getting iron for the land... The baby piglet running over and picking up the boots. I don't know if baby piglins can trade anything. I think it's just stealing all the gold, yeah.
Yeah, they're typically not something that you want.
Oh, how unfortunate for Max. Checking back in now with Team Coconut. Also in the nether, Soto, I think, just trying to locate a fortress. Sonim underground, but a huge lava lake, so they could get into the nether if they wanted to. However, they may be looking for that lush cave for the axolotl, but this is not the place to do it, folks. Spoiler alert, not a lush cave in sight for Sonim. Let's check in with Apo. Ooh, water bucket clutch to get out of the area. Back on the surface, maybe looking for an azalea tree as well. This is so incredibly close. They both still need an ancient city, though. The other items, relatively simple to get. Pogglewops still doesn't have that armadillo scute. I mean, this could come down to the wire once again, Fenny.
Certainly could.
We got people in chat saying that it could come down to the disc fragment. I don't know about that. Apo right next to a grove or a snowy slopes, which can typically, if we go down, take a look at that, folks. Right underneath this snowy slope is an ancient city. If Apo and a lush cave. So if Apo, whoa, okay, hang on a second here. If Apo can find this cave entrance, are they anywhere near it? I don't believe so. If Apo happens to find this cave entrance, not only will they see a lush cave where they can possibly get an axolotl, but then they'll see this skulk right here, head towards the skulk, boom, ancient city right here. Apo is set up for success if he can go the right direction. Only question now is, does he know those higher elevations can lead to ancient cities? Yes, he is climbing the slopes. Almost directly above an ancient city. Dig straight down, Apo. You got this. All right, that looks to be the plan now. Heading into the great icy tundra. The icy caves. What are you doing? He's leaving. He's leaving. He's leaving? He's leaving. Okay. And he is no longer directly above the ancient city, so if he digs straight down now, he's not going to find it. But he will find a lush cave if he digs down just a little bit further ahead for that axolotl. Now, this is interesting. We will keep updated on Apo's progress. Noctis now, walk in looking for a savannah, I assume? Ooh, Max is almost at the blaze rods required. Okay, just mining out all of it and just kind of, he's doing his little dancey dance, I think. What happens if it's a tie? So it goes to sudden death. We'll do a one-line bingo on extreme difficulty. The first team to get a one line of bingo wins the sudden death.
Oh, this is so sad.
Oh, do tell.
I just watched Sony place an obsidian in one place and then have to mine it.
Ooh.
It did not take them very long.
No, it did not. I wonder if they, I mean, they're fully decked out in diamond. They might even have efficiency at this point. Sotuo in a nether fortress, though. I love this pink cape. I'm very jealous. I did not vote, and I did not get the pink cape.
It is interesting the amount of gear that I'm seeing on some of these players as well.
Absolutely.
Especially considering the little time that they have spent so far.
Fenny, I think that really is a testament to how good these players are, and they really do deserve to be in the finals. I mean, the efficiency between these two teams. I mean, Team Coconut come in here, a complete no-name team that we had never heard of before, and just absolutely dominate this tournament.
There have been multiple times watching this where I've also been just confused at what I'm seeing.
Well, I just had one of my confused questions answered. When we were talking about why is Max trading with this piglin for seemingly no reason, he just made a portal underground and is now in a cave making his way up without having to locate his way back to the nether portal. This guy is 10 steps ahead. He's playing chess while I'm playing checkers. I'm not even checked into the game. Little over 30 minutes remain for this game. Max almost back up to the surface. Probably going to be on either Shard or... Well, I mean, he has to be on either Shard or Savannah duty. Those are the only two items that Pogglewops have left. Team Coconut still need those nether items. Nana, I think, giving up. Yep, going back to the overworld. Not finding any soul sand or soil, really? There's soul sand right next to their portal. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Maybe somebody already has soul sand in their inventory, and so they said don't worry about it? Uh-oh, Sonim getting smacked in the face with a stone sword. Not a great time for wither skeletons. I think they also have rotten flesh. Was that hunger particles I was seeing on top of wither? Sonim, also in the nether, been underground for most of the game, so decked out in diamond armor and pickaxes, which is definitely helping with the speed to get through this netherrack. Okay, yes, there it is. Sotuo got the soul lantern, giving Apo the okay to get back into the overworld. Nana. Speaking of Apo, though, in a deep dark, but nowhere near that ancient city that they would have been at had they just mined down near the snowy slope, and completely missing the lush cave as well. If Apo doesn't get out of here, Fenny, this is going to be a huge time sink for them. I think we've all been there. You dig down and you see deep dark and you're like, well, just maybe there'll be an ancient city, and you just find yourself in spaghetti caves for, God knows how long while trying to make this work. And I think that's maybe what's happening with Apo right now. Barely brushing past the deep dark, looking for his biomarker, checking which is which. Headed towards a mine shaft at the very least. Avoiding this cave, though, almost perfectly. Oh, they do see the biomarker change to Lush Cave, though. Checking with the subtitles, I think they hear something happening. Is it an axolotl? That is the question. Yes, there is an axolotl in this Lush Cave. If Apo breaks through in just the right area, he will find it and possibly get closer to tying this game up. Seems like who got was it Sotuo or Sonim? I always get those two confused. I think it might have been Sonim that got into fire. They're about halfway through with their blaze rods right now. Yep, there goes Apo into the Lush Cave. Seeing the axolotl. No, walking past it. He sees it. Got the axolotl. Okay, now the question is, as Apo traverses this enormous cave, do they stumble across an ancient city? And folks, I think the answer here is no. No, they do not. Apo has to get out of here before he sinks too much time into trying to locate this ancient city for the disc fragment. Let's check in now with Noctis, digging straight down from seemingly nowhere. Not particularly high elevation, low erosion zones. Nothing down where Noctis is mining. What about Koala? Still running around as well. Those were the days. Digging straight down, I shouldn't be surprised. There is a deep dark biome here, but not only is it the smallest deep dark biome I've ever seen, no semblance of an ancient city anywhere. Provided something isn't just loading in. Doesn't seem like it, though. And then finally, Kaiichi, also seeing a tiny deep dark biome with no ancient city around. Although this does open up a little bit further. No ancient city in sight, though. The closest one was Apo, and I think he spoiled that opportunity. This is heartbreaking, Fenny. They won't get the distinction of being the very first to die to a warden in bingo. It's true. It's true. That pleasure goes to yours truly. Also, shout out to Stu Griffin, first one to die via Sonic Shriek from a warden, but not the first to die via warden. All right, Sonim now back in the nether. There's a bastion here. People do bring up a great point that you actually didn't technically need to get that soul lantern because you would have found one in an ancient city. I always forget about that fact that there are soul lanterns there. Apo, honestly, it might be better if Apo just dies here because this is going to be a huge time sink, and I don't see it ending well, Fenny.
That is certainly true.
Now, to my knowledge, there isn't a way to detect an ancient city on the debug menu like there is for Trial Chamber. So this one, definitely more, go to a higher elevation and just kind of pray that you find the right spot.
It definitely is. And I know some players have been able to find them in the past by finding signs of chunk generation lag when approaching the area.
Chunk generation lag. Wow.
As in the chunks themselves take longer to load in because they're generating a large structure.
Oh, that's genius.
But I do think with updates to the server, that might be harder to spot.
Ooh, Fenny now got a little chip on his shoulder saying his server's too optimized for lag plays. Now that is something that you gotta respect. That's the love of the game right there, folks. Apo's still hanging out in this cave. I don't see it. Oh my goodness, the twins! The twins are after him! Get him! Get him! Oh, wait, they lost him. They found him! Get him! Get him! Jaffa Cake Man maybe not be here in the tournament for today, but definitely with us in spirit, leaving his children around for us to babysit. What's new? Nana hanging out in the savannah. Still, Pogglewops not getting any armadillo scutes. It's like Nana is rubbing it in their face that they've just been spending almost the entire game in a savannah biome, and it just keeps going. Sotuo finally getting those blaze rods, getting closer to getting this game. Excuse me, I was under the impression Pogglewops was in the lead. Coconut just needs the disc fragment. Coconut has come back. Not only have they come back, they're in the lead right now. Okay, there's a high elevation area to Sonim's left. The meadow biome does count as low erosion territory. Let's take a dip down into the area and see if there's any ancient cities. No, there is not. Checking in with the rest of Team Coconut. Nana, any ancient cities below her? She's just in Extreme Hills. Doesn't seem like it. Sotuo, still at their nether portal. No deep darks, though. Sonim, well, we know what Sonim is up to. And then Apo, still in those deep dark spaghetti caves, but no ancient cities anywhere in sight. You hate to see it. I mean, at this point, Fenny, maybe Apo could get lucky if they wander enough. It's not like they have anything else to do. But if I were Apo, I would build up, and I would just get as far away from this area as I can and just try again.
That is certainly true.
They have 25 minutes. The other team still has to get armadillo scoots. I think it's a worthy risk.
Yeah, it is difficult to estimate when you're shut in a cave and can't see your surroundings, whether it's going to be worth
Absolutely
going back up or maybe just finding an entrance around the corner.
Yeah, and that really is the risk you have to take. But that's why Divide and Conquer is so important when it comes to bingo and your team, because you don't want to be the only one looking for a certain item and just be lost and naked and afraid, as it were, even if you are fully decked out in diamond armor, a la Sotuo. Noctis now in a river. Let's check in with the rest of Team Coconut. Excuse me, Team Pogglewops. Ooh, Koala is underground. She's in a lush cave. Does this develop into something else, though? Some deep, dark spaghetti caves. No sign of ancient cities anywhere. As long as Team Pogglewops doesn't find an armadillo scoot, I think Team Coconut is sitting comfortable for right now at the very least. Checking in with the rest of them now.
That's true. It does look like Kaichi is in a similar situation with finding a deep dark.
It really is.
Not having an ancient city anywhere nearby.
Well, whether by accident or on purpose, Koala, I think, is resetting their area, trying for somewhere else. Those were the days, taken out to the seas, trying to just go as far west as they can. Although, I would recommend going south, actually, from where they are, because Max is actually headed back towards Spawn, which I don't believe had any semblance of ancient cities. But, of course, we're in Spectator. Let's take a look. I mean, another massive trial spawner, or trial chamber, but no ancient city. Wow. Yeah, just absurd stuff that we're seeing here. I wonder how many of them have beds to set their spawns here. Let's check in with Kaiichi again. It's been a second, I think, since we've checked in with him. Yep, same story like Fenny was saying. Those skulk veins preventing him from turning that lava into obsidian. Not only is there no ancient city, the Deep Dark just kind of ends where Kaiichi is. This is really going to come down to the disc fragments, I think. Nobody on team... Oh, Noctis is in a jungle. So, of course, if we dip down below this jungle, we're going to be seeing, yes, and that's true, a lush cave. As everybody knows, underneath every jungle is a lush cave. And I mean, folks, take a look at this beautiful biome that we have here. Now, everybody's gotten their axolotls, but I just kind of want to point out, what a beautiful biome we have here with those lush caves. And, I mean, shout out to Jungles for always ensuring that... Is that a little loop-de-loop? That's so sick. Jungles always having those lush caves under there. What a great little trick. Apo now. Yep, okay, good. Finally cutting their losses and getting out of there. If Apo just goes back to that snowy slope to the north, the likeliness of them running into that ancient city gets exponentially higher. It is so heartbreaking. If they would just have gone down that cave that they were staring at, Fenny, and then they turned around for some reason, if they would have just dug straight down from there, that would have been it. Noctis falling from a high place now. This is just heartbreaking, folks. I mean, take a look at the size of this ancient city right next to Apo. However, it's so incredibly closed off from any other cave system. I don't think there's a way for you to just stumble upon this. Although maybe, as I'm looking at this, there might be just the smallest chance. And then, of course, the disc fragments. Let's take a look here. No disc fragments there. There's a silence armor trim. That's fun. No disc fragment there. Uh-oh. Oh, there. Okay, no, there's 3 disc fragments in this ancient city in that chest alone. Hopefully Apo can get there, but let's check in now. Let's listen in with Team Pogglewops.
No, go away.
I
We
swear
don't
I'm in
need
the
you
area.
and your distractions.
Noctis being a bit of a hater right now.
Dewlan is screaming and I'm next to something, I will be very sad.
How low
Kaiichi
do they
says,
go,
if
like,
Dewlan is
native?
streaming and I'm next to something, I'll be very sad. Let's see. Is Kaiichi going to be
Oh.
sad?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So really, you dig down to like -35, and if you
Whoa.
don't fall anywhere, then you didn't find
Now,
anything.
this is
Oh,
absurd
okay.
terrain
I'm gonna
generation.
Come out and kill
It's not an
myself.
ancient city, but I mean,
That's
this is
fair.
like a lava labyrinth or something here, folks. I've never seen something like this before.
Really bad.
All right, let's check in now with Max. Those were the days. They certainly were. Still trying to find those higher elevation areas.
I mean, I'm
For those of you
trying.
who don't know, in order to find an ancient city, you have to find an area with really high elevation. They're called low erosion zones. So that's something like a snowy slopes, a jagged peak, a grove, a meadow biome. Even Cherry Grove sometimes can be considered that. That is where ancient cities are going to spawn because they need a lot of height to generate. And so looking for those low erosion zones, incredibly useful. Like something like this, while it seems high elevation, the biome is still just taiga, so it's not going to count. So if we go down here, I don't believe, yeah, no ancient city, no deep dark. A little bit of a trial chamber though, which is interesting. Let's undeafen now.
Yeah.
Drown yourself.
Nana out
This
on the
is
river.
not
Sodawo out
exactly
on the
what I
water.
want to find.
Sonam out on the water. All of Team Coconut except for Apo.
But perhaps.
Apo's still trying to get out of this cave. Apo really needs to get out of there and just head back to that. I want to figure out what biome this officially is. Is this Frozen
Perhaps
Peaks?
there's
It is. That had one in the other chest. Well, there you go.
You set your spawn up at the top.
There's so many of them. Team Coconut still in the lead. 18 minutes to go. Let's go back in with Fenny. I mean, this is heartbreaking stuff. If Apo would just go back to that frozen peak, this game is over. And I don't think it's going to happen, Fenny. Although...
He did. He went, he did change location. He went up the mountain and then back down the other side and then in the cave and is now heading out of the cave trying to find somewhere else.
Interesting. Whoa! Behind you, Apo! Did he just tank 3 creeper blows? Diamond armor really is something. Wait, let's follow this cave system. The ancient city, it's right there. I mean, look at this point. If Apo just digs straight down, the likeliness of them running into this ancient city, if they're just a little bit more to the northeast, just a hair more to the northeast. I think they're dipping. Oh no. No, Apo, you're other east. Oh boy. Well, this is going to be intriguing. Let's check back in now. Team Pogglewops just needing the armadillo scute and the disc fragment. Nobody seeming to find a savanna biome. Meanwhile, Nana finally getting out of a savanna biome, it seems, with that roofed forest now. Can she find any higher elevations? That is the question. Chunks starting to struggle a little bit. 5,000 blocks out for Nana. Pogglewops back to max now, still floating around in a forest biome. No elevation changes expected for max. I can't believe this, folks. This is, I mean, what a tournament we have been having so far. Koala dying to an Enderman. Sonim now in what biome is this? A plains biome. Whoa! Okay, giant chunk of the earth taken out, though. Very intriguing. Okay. And then Apo. God, I keep wanting to check in with this kid. He is going southwest instead of northeast. Oh no. Okay, maybe heading back a little bit more to the north, but heading so much further away from that ancient city. It's so close, yet so far away. Although those cave systems starting to open up, if Apo has a bed, he might be able to outlast this. Seeing a little bit of that skulk. Does it happen?
Has been consistently following every path of the cave system, so...
Well, Fenny,
might be
I've got great news. If Apo turns right, cave system leads him directly to the ancient city.
This could be it.
If he turns right at this lava, take the path less traveled. Please. Listen to your inner Robert Frost, Apogemma. No! Oh no, the humanity of it all. Apo makes a wrong turn, starting to activate Shriekers. Could even summon a Warden at this point. Hopefully it's a dead end. Does he turn around and try again? I really hope he doesn't. No, I think he's going further into the cave. Oh no. Right next to a trial chamber though. That's interesting. Wait, Apple's turning around to mine diamonds. Maybe wanting to get a helmet just to complete the set. Now, we have 15 minutes left in the game. It is neck and neck, and Apo is stopping to mine diamonds. Is he getting a hat? He's got the hat. Okay, question is, that was a dead end. Does Apo go towards the lava? He does! He is well on his way now to the ancient city. If he just follows this path to the right, Apo will find his way into the ancient city with plenty of time to spare. Does he have the bed to reset his spawn? Hopefully he's got his coordinates marked down or something. Oh, he's going the wrong direction. Wait, does this one also drop you off, though, is the question.
Looks like
it does! It does! Apo found the ancient city. It's the beginning of the end, folks. And look at the excitement on Apo's face. He's got the bed set. No valid spawning spaces, though.
Now the question is, with, I think, 2 Shriekers set off already, as if Apo can...
Honestly, this might be it right now. Ooh, speed bridging. Look at that. Does that summon the warden? No, he gets one more freebie. Whoa, look at the placement of these blocks here. This guy plays Sky Wars for sure. Does he get it? The warden is here. It is now a race against time. I don't think that Apo set his bed correctly. I don't think there's any valid spawning spaces. Can he find this chest before a second warden is spawned? Mr. President, get down! A second warden has hit the ancient city. Can he find the disc fragment before these wardens sniff him out? I think this is the chest with the fragments. No, it's not! A third warden is here! Run, Apo, run! Team Coconut could go all the way, putting this to bed with no question, all the way from the losers bracket from round 1 to completing the finals. Bingo! Team Coconut, hailing from all different countries across the world, winning against the defending champion, the speedrunner, and the PTA regulars. I cannot believe the outcome of this game, Fenifith. What a game!
Well played.
All that I can say is GG. Fenifith, that's a wrap on the tournament. Wow. Team Coconut, the team that went into this seemingly as a nobody, I believe from your server, getting the invite and taking it and winning it all.
If you had asked me this at the start of the tournament, I would not have predicted this outcome.
I would not have even remotely predicted this outcome. Apo finding 6 different chests before finally getting the disc fragments, summoning 3 wardens, maybe even a 4th at the end there. Holy cow. Wow. Well, there you have it. What an amazing time. All that's left to do is head back to the lobby.
It's okay, we just want a Dewlan to do international shipping.
History may not repeat itself, Team Pogglewops, but it sure does rhyme. What an intense final game. How are you guys feeling right now? How's the adrenaline?
Honestly, I'm just glad that we had a good competitive game.
Absolutely, and I would say, I mean, what an amazing competition it was. I mean, just amazing stuff. Team Afterlife, are you still watching the stream? Because if you are, I would love for you guys to get online and claim this 3rd place trophy here. Here you go. Let me...
Ah!
There goes Koala.
Nice.
And then Max, I mean, I don't need to help Max. Max is here already. All right. Holy cow. So, I mean, wow. So, no luck with the armadillo scutes. Did you guys have anyone particular on these, like on that duty, or was it just nobody could find a savannah?
We couldn't find our armadillos. Like, Kaichi found armadillos, couldn't get a chicken to get a brush there at the end. I had no luck, and then I died. And then I kept looking and had no luck. Rather unfortunate RNG all around.
Indeed. Well, I mean, okay, all right, hang on. Let me just hang on. Let's just. All right, in comes Team Afterlife. What an insane time this was. Well, Team Pogglewops, I'm sorry that it didn't work out, but congratulations on second place.
May I just say one last thing before you disappear to the winners? Coconut was no team for Evergreen because they could actually win.
I gotta go. Team Coconut, congratulations. Holy cow. I have to talk to Apo. I have to. Okay. That entire round being a spectator, we were watching you just do circles around this ancient city, and you finally found it.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that. I didn't believe I had found the ancient city.
That is
I have
amazing.
been looking for it for a long time. Well, it was incredible to participate. It was incredible.
Now,
oh my god, well.
I can feel the energy. Are your hands still shaking a little bit here? Wow. So, I want to talk to Nana now. You did something that Team Pogglewops couldn't. Nana, I'm so sorry. I don't speak Italian. You did something that Team Pogglewops couldn't do this entire round, and that was be in a savannah. It almost seemed like you couldn't get out of the savannah for a while. How does it feel getting that armadillo scoot, knowing the other team couldn't do it?
Like, the savannah was so huge that I couldn't leave it when I wanted to leave the savannah.
Wow. How do you guys feel now that you are bingo champions?
So happy.
Well, Team Coconut.
My team played incredibly.
It's like we lost the first round, but we are here now.
And you really did come back all the way to win this. It is just the underdog story of the century. Congratulations. You guys have won our prize of custom shirts and stickers to commemorate this tournament. And we will let you know when that is ready to ship out because it might take a sec for it to get to you guys. You're very far away.
Vamos.
Congratulations. Stick around. We're going to take a screenshot here. If we can get some other people from Afterlife in here. We've got Mazarine and Miney. I know Breezy was watching. Breezy might have fallen asleep, though. Well, here, okay. Well, we'll take the pictures with who we've got here at the very least. All right, everybody.
Okay.
Here, hang on. Let me put everybody in the lobby here.
¿Qué eso? Ah, se fue.
I know we.
Congratulations, everyone. Let's take a group picture. I'm sorry other people from the Afterlife couldn't be here, but we'll Photoshop them in.
That's okay.
All right.
That's perfect.
Where'd the rest of Team Pogglewops go?
They're in the hole.
They're in the... Get out of the hole! You can't both be in the hole.
Can't hear you.
Koala,
he's also drowning.
Yell at Kaiichi. I know he can hear me.
No.
Drowning.
You better quit drowning over there. Get him to poke his head out. Oh, well, there he goes.
He's died. I'm sorry.
Unlucky.
It's okay. It's all right. Here, we can do this. I'm a pro. All right. Here we go, everybody. Say Minecraft bingo!
Minecraft
bingo! Fetty, get in here. Let's take a picture. Yeah, there you go. Turn around, Fetty. Let's do it. Woo! Thank you, everybody, so much for being a part of this amazing tournament. We couldn't have done it without your support. Fenifith, thank you again for the scheduling, for the commentary, and of course, for putting together such an amazing mod for people to enjoy. We couldn't have done it without you. Give it up for Fenifith, everybody.
Woo!
Yeah. And also, thank you once again to our sponsor for this Minecraft bingo event, FASA Games. Third place, Afterlife SMP. You will be receiving some virtual products from FASA Games web store, which includes game books, comics, and more. FASA, thank you again for sponsoring this stream. Shout out to the PTA crew, the Discord, and of course, everybody from the Do crew that made this possible. You guys, that is the March Madness tournament, and it was done in March! Let's go! Hopefully, we will see you guys back here on... Whoa!
Whoa.
Yeah! Wow.
Wow, my ears.
We will be back on Wednesday for regular bingo night at 5 o'clock Pacific time. What is that? 8 o'clock Eastern. If you would like to join us, we do these every week. Have a good one, everybody. Wow, wow, wow. What an exciting time. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Thank you for all of the love, the support, for sharing the streams, for watching it on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitch. It means the world to me that this went as well as it did. We'll be back with some more fun stuff. We've got so much more planned for the year. And sorry to everyone who gambled and lost. Well, we learned. Bye, everybody!